Welcome back, guys. So today we're going to be installing our DashSkin dash cover on our 1998 OBS Chevy truck. So stay tuned, keep watching, hit up subscribe. So first things first, we're going to remove our dash bezel. Mine's tore up. My truck got broken into. So I mean, this one just broke right now. Just by removing it, what we're going to do is put your key ignition on, put it all the way down, make sure you press on your brakes just in case. We're going to pull this back this way. We're going to unpop it here, and like literally mine's falling apart just because the dash is all cracked. You're going to like that, bring it out, pop it out. A lot of restorations, even though I am the only I'm the only owner of this vehicle. With time, everything gets brittle. Once we got this, we're gonna push that back in like that, put our vehicle back into park, take the key out. Obviously I have already done this. You have to before you remove it, you're gonna unplug these two plugs right here and plug back over here, and you're all set. So first things first, you want to do is get your dash fitted. You want to set your dash in. Look at even the clips from right here are already broken. So the front bezel is not attaching to only 1, 2, 3 clips here. I might have to do double-sided tape until eventually I'm gonna have to down the line save some money and replace the dash, just because I don't even have the clips that are holding the front bezel in place. So for now, we're gonna go ahead and put our dash skin in though. And first we're gonna test fit it. Open the door, bring your dash skin in. You're gonna drop it into place. Bring this out a little bit. Just like that. Over here, you're gonna go ahead and drop it into this lip right here, just like that, and all this will sit into place right here. We're gonna pull this over and slide it in. As you guys can see, also they have the vents, as I mentioned in the unboxing, just like that. And we're gonna use the the silicone, and press this in to keep it into place. But just make sure it all fits. We'll check the other side as well. On this side, what I would do is take off your fuse cover. What you do is slide this into this little place right here, just like that, and it all fits. As you guys can see, it'll sit right up along the edge of the bezel. Obviously, we're going to put the silicone and sit it down. It does have the inserts right here. These do have screws behind it, so I might just go ahead and drill the holes to put the screws in through here to give it that OEM look. But yeah, it sits pretty nice. It looks really good, as you guys can see. One pro tip that I suggest is, if your switches are going bad, you might as well replace them. They're $11 on Amazon, and I'll put the link on the Amazon for these switches. I mean, mine are fine for now. This color is a little faded, so we could color match this to match this, or we could do another video to that down the line as well. But yeah, if you have to replace these, it's a good time to do it before you do this install. They're only like $11 a piece. I'll leave a link on the description below, so you can replace that. But looks pretty good, better than a cracked dash. Smooth, color matches pretty good on the factory interior. Looks well. I can't wait to literally install this. Kind of use a ammonia based degreaser on your dash from all that Armor All and stuff like that. So you're gonna want to wipe around the edges that we're gonna be putting some silicone on. And the dash keeps falling apart as we speak. So you're going to want to use the RTV silicone that DashSkin provides you in their kit so that we can fill in these cracks before we install our dash. So before we use our silicone, we're going to remove the screws that go in the dash, just because I am going to drill a hole and reuse them, and the dash keeps cracking, so this is not helpful as always. But if I ever wanted to remove the dash, I wanted to have that option instead of just covering them over with the DashSkin. So I'm going to go ahead and drill the DashSkins and then put this in there if possible. Or we could just leave this, the screws out of it, and have, because it's not loose, because the dash is already cracked, and just lay the DashSkin over it. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the screws. I already removed the third one. There's 1, 2, 3 on the top of the dash, and this dash is toast. But we're going to go ahead and put our RTV silicone on the cracks so that it helps from vibrations down the line. Yeah, and we should be good. So you're going to want to do is poke your RTV just like this. We're going to put a seam of silicone on the cracks. I'm going to poke the dash from underneath so that I can lift it up like this and keep it in place so we could bind the two pieces together. Kind of let it sit for a while and dry up, and then we're going to go ahead and put it glue in our dash. Next is read your instructions as always. Here's a glue pattern, and we're going to be using the same glue pattern with the RTV as well, and then we're going to drop it into the truck. We're going to drill our holes in this area right here. Again, this is not required. This, not sure how it's going to work out, but we're going to drill our holes so we could keep our factory screws onto the dash, and it brings it down into the dash. So again, this is not part of the installation, but I am going to do it myself. Pretty easy to cut into it. Should be good enough for the screw. Yep, fits right in. Clean holes. Now let's get our glue on. Now let's get it into the truck. Now we put our weights on. We're going to throw in some cloths in the center and on the edge to help push it down a little bit. Once we put our weights, and push that corners down like that. We're going to put a rod right here to hold this in place so that it sticks into place. I'm going to use this heavy weight on the center of the dash right here. I need another weight right here. We're actually going to use some weight, some chains instead of this. We'll actually put this over here. We'll grab and put this towel over the top like this. Put some chains on it. Take this out because it's not heavy. That. Now we just gotta put this rod so we could get this stuck here. This is our soft point. So should be helpful. And then might need another one right here. You're just going to want to put some towels on the ends and close the door, and that's it. The instruction says it should be cured and done by 6 hours. They recommend doing 24 hours, but it looks like we're pretty much dry from the excess glue that came out from the side right here. It looks dry. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and leave this here. I'm going to put my bezel back. One thing I will note, if your dash's original tabs are broken, the ones that clip into here, then you're going to have trouble having this sitting here. Well, you already know that this is not going to fit right. So some of my top ones are broken because they broke into it. So I'm going to have to probably double-sided tape just to kind of fit it, just to make it. I'm going to have to double-sided tape and maybe in some spots just so I could get the perfect OEM look. Aside from that, I mean, this thing dropped right in. It is molded. Aside from that, this thing just dropped right in. It is molded to my dash, so I'm excited to do that. So let's go ahead and put my bezel back on. And again, my tabs are broken on the top, so so there you guys have it. Even though my tabs are broken on the top, it pretty much stayed intact, even only having the bottom tabs available. But look at the dash. And then remember, I cut out the holes for the dash. Remember, I cut out the holes for the dash. I'm going to go ahead and put the screws on in those. Yeah, and it fits pretty nice right here. This is pretty perfect. A little bit off, but not bad. This, again, if you're planning to be removing these, I suggest you do it before putting this on. But look, it comes out really clean and smooth around the edges. Color match is nearly perfect. As you guys can see, this is the original airbag, and this is obviously the original colors here, so it's nearly perfect. Again, if you wanted to get a color match you can if it faded out. Let's go see the other side. You guys can see this side again, super clean. Again, my clips are broken from this in it, but it still sits perfect. Look at that. I still need to fix that switch right there. Broke it. You could tell this is probably one of the things you want to maybe spray with their color matching interior paint, just so that it matches here. And you can't really tell. You can tell more on the camera than you can in live in person. This one's a little bit off. I might be able to push it a little bit further. Have a little small gap here, so that might have been the difference here. But other than that, I feel like it fits solid. Again, this fits pretty good. Little gap right there, but it's not bad. I mean, for the price, this is great. So let's close the video out. So hope you guys enjoyed this installation of the DashSkin dash cover on my 98 Silverado pickup truck. You could pick one of these up or your specific vehicle on the description, on the link below, in the link below in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, super easy and affordable install to replacing a dash cracked on any of your vehicles. So I appreciate you guys watching. Hit a subscribe and a thumbs up, and I'll catch you on the next install.